Hey, what's up, everybody? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop. We're coming at you with episode 19, and we're recording on Tuesday, December 11th, 2018. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
Once again, I'm Doug, and today's main topic is our 2019 K-pop predictions and wish lists. So this should be a really lit week today. But before we get to that, let's go over our big new releases for this week. Honestly, none of these releases were that humongous.
Hey.
Like, not gonna lie.
Hey.
But at the same time, we gotta cover stuff. So it's a good opportunity for us to expand our K-pop horizons a little bit. So
all three songs were very different. So
last Thursday, we had Up Tension with Blue Rose. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's the correct pronunciation. On December 10th, Monday, we have Day 6 with Days Gone By. And today, on December 11th, we had BtoB's Chang-sub with Gone. So let's start at the top with Up Tension's Blue Rose. Warren, lay it on me. What do you think about this?
okay, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I love the production. I love the beat. I love the beat, but I love everything. I love the sound of the song. Sadly, I even like the music video. It's a little cheesy, but I like the music video. The only thing I don't like about this release is, I'm really sorry to say to all the fans, my least favorite part is Up Tension.
What?
I don't.
What?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
God, that's a hot take.
I'm okay. I just don't think their voices fit the song really well, especially the two rappers. I'm not a big fan of the vocals either, but especially the two rappers. Especially the one guy with like a really like laid back kind of voice, like really low kind of voice.
The one that starts the song?
Yeah. There's a part later on where he's like rapping in this lower voice.
Are you talking? It was a little processed, right? The voice. Well, at least that's what I thought.
I even like the processing part.
Okay, so I ain't just gonna dump on Up Tension here, right?
Aww.
I don't think we dump on anyone. Well, I don't. Now, I don't have a humongous knowledge of boy groups, obviously, especially not high tier boy groups, right? Now, the only thing I'm going to say is when I compare this song to last week, No Air by The Boys, I think that there's a clear difference in level between the two songs. And I thought that the boys song, No Air, was superior. Now,
Really?
That being said, I did think Blue Rose had a very catchy chorus. I like that part. That was my favorite part of the whole song. But I even felt that sometimes in the cinematography, some of the lip movements weren't matched up to the video. Which I don't know whose fault that is, especially on some of the rap parts. I thought that it was a little bit off, and I was like, ooh. It took me out of it a little.
If you know anything about video editing, you can kind of tell the video is it's not high budgeted. But, I can't really blame that on them, because Up Tension itself is like, it's not a group with like high levels of profit at the moment. So I can't really blame that on them.
No.
Yeah.
But I think the great decider will be, Anita, what did you think of this?
Okay, well, I've known Up Tension for a while now, so they're not new per se. I guess it wasn't what I expected from them, I guess. I think the sound was a little bit different than what I was used to. They do have like a strong sound. Like it's not like pop boy group, but I don't know. I feel like this was definitely going more on the route, emphasizing the rap and like more like hip hop or something like that.
It's definitely like electronic hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, it really
like
seems
Kanye.
like NCT Stray Kids have shifted the what younger boy groups are doing.
Yeah, I
seems
can
like
see that.
That it's very like trendy right now to do this kind of thing. But
Yeah, speaking of NCT, it kind of felt like I'm really sorry to any Up Tension fans out there, but it kind of felt like a cheaper version of NCT.
oh my goodness, these hot takes are interesting today, Oren.
But I do want to say I do like the song. I'm gonna listen to it again. Just I need to adjust my ears.
I got pretty hyped for the Blue Rose like chorus part. I thought that the music video was a little bit like all right, we get it. You're searching for the blue rose on the chalkboard, right? Like I was like, all right, come on. We could have thought of something a little better there. I thought the song was okay though, but man,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, what company are they from? Let me look this up real quick. They are from Top Media. So other people at Top Media. Oh, it's the same company as Teen Top and Beck Percent.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not saying this felt like Team Top, but now that I realize they're from the same label, I can understand why it's from the same label. No, not in a bad way. Just I thought the style of they were going for. I could see it.
Apparently, it's stylized as TOP Media, not Top Media.
Okay.
Yep.
But let's move on. I'm number one because one of my predictions for 2019 is that there's going to be a big surge in the mid-tier boy groups, and Uptension is definitely one of the candidates to make some momentum moves next year. So that's all I'll say about them for now. But let's move on to Day 6, Days Gone By.
Yes.
This is a huge change up from Shoot Me, their last release.
Yes.
Like completely like opposite of what the last song was. Now, it really feels like JYP sometimes with their groups tries to go really retro with like Wonder Girls at the end of their run, or what Yubin's doing right now. It seems like JYP as a company has a real soft spot for going retro vibes. And for me, I kind of like this song. I think this is low-key good.
Great.
Like, this is a good walking around late at night when it's dark or driving around chill thing. I'm down for this. Man, Ward's sighing over here. What do you got to say,
What?
Ward?
I got some more hot
What,
takes,
boy?
y'all.
Oh,
All right. I like the concept. All right, I fucking love
Okay.
it. I love what they're doing. Synth pop. I fucking love it. 80s Brit pop. It's great. I love
Yes.
it. It's great.
Uh-huh.
I just don't like Day 6 in this song. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Lauren.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't like their voices. That's what I think it is.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I just don't like their vocals on the song. Just my
What?
personal opinion. I
What?
might be totally wrong. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, Day 6J is one of the most underrated vocalists in
Exactly.
like Guy-C
Okay.
K-pop.
Don't get me wrong. They're great singers. Don't get me wrong. They're very skillful. They're very talented. I just don't think it's a good color to match.
Really?
Mm,
Man, Anita and I do not agree, because I know Anita's a Day 6 fan, and I'm a bit of a
Yes.
Day 6 fan, not humongous, but a bit, because I have a soft spot for non-traditional K-pop groups / bands in general. But for me, I thought this song was absolutely fine. Now, I don't think it's gonna make them rise up in any like momentum building charts or anything, but I still thought that this was a very quality song from them.
I agree.
Yeah, but man, Martin with the hot takes today. That's the biggest
Why?
surprise.
I that's how I feel about both these songs. I love the song. I love the production. I love the concept. I just don't like who is singing it.
So you like, so it's more like you like the outfit, just not the person in the outfit. Is that
Yeah.
you would say?
100%. Yeah.
Interesting. All right,
Wow.
I do not want you to crap on this last one, because we have Chang-sub with Gone, and man, I thought this was the best one of the week.
What? You don't like it?
I hate the song.
Oh my
What?
god, Warren.
What's
Really? I thought like it would. I thought Blue Rose was all right. I thought Days Gone By was okay, and I thought that Chang-sub's Gone was like a good song. That was my take. All right. Well, this is his first Korean solo album, and he's enlisting into the army in January. I thought this was a great go away song for him. I also thought that the music video was really cute with him and
Yes.
Chorong. They're showing their friendship in this. I thought it was great. But man, Warren here with the like Grinch heart over here.
Wow.
Maybe like 10 sizes too small. What's wrong with this song for you?
There's nothing. Okay. I'll. This is. I know this is like a huge like negative bias I have in music, and I think the song is fine. The song's great. Song's totally fine. Chang-sub, I like Chang-sub. I think he fits the song. It's great. Everything's great. I just really don't like ballads. That's all it is.
All right, well you're warranted for that, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
because I love
Wow.
ballads personally.
Sorry, I fucking hate ballads, and this is like the typical ballads that's like coming out nowadays, in my opinion.
I'm gonna shout out a ballad before we get back to the song. So there's a song that's number one on every single chart right now. It's by the singer Ben, who's a small female. She's like literally 4'11" singer.
Mhm.
She has a song out right now that's called 180 Degrees. I completely recommend you go listen to it because it's an absolute monster of a ballad song for winter.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Oh my god,
Goodness,
you
sorry.
crazy,
Warren.
bro!
I'm sorry. I just don't like ballads.
It's all kill right now.
I'm sorry.
This ballad.
I'm sorry. Anita, how'd you feel
All
about
right.
the Chang-sub song?
I liked it. I think
Yeah.
Chang-sub is like, I mean, Eunkwang is recognized as like the top vocal of BtoB,
Mhm.
but Chang-sub is really, really good. Like, I'm glad he's getting like his
Yes.
own spotlight right now.
If we think of BtoB as a group, like they have Eunkwang and they have Chang-sub and they have Sungjae. So they have three like people who could be main vocalists in a group.
And Hyunsik.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
good too. So they have like four main vocalists
they're all
in their
good.
group. Man, but I don't know if I'm salty at Warren or his tastes right now.
Hi. It's me, Warren.
Man, Warren, it's like Warren seems to like the mainstream shit. But I guess winter's not the season for you then, because there's a lot of slow stuff and experimental stuff come out at the end of the year.
No. I love experimental stuff. I like I said, I loved what Day 6 and Attention tried to do. I love their attempts.
All right.
I love slow songs. That's just not ballads.
All right. So for the viewers at home or the listeners at home, go listen to these songs and get your own opinion and comment if Warren has terrible taste or not. But before we move on, let me shout out one thing. So I look at our analytics for our podcast and who's downloading and where's downloading. I'm going to shout out Indonesia real quick
Oh shit.
because I don't know what's going on, but y'all are listening to us and we're really thankful for all of you
Yeah,
listening
thank
to this.
you.
So
Sup,
thank you.
everybody. Sup, Indonesia.
But let's move on to our show winners this week. So last Wednesday, 101 got their 7th award for Spring Breeze. That's a huge number.
Wow.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's a
And then
lot.
Mino was the big winner of the week. So Song Mino with Fiance, he won on M Countdown, Show Music Core, and Inkigayo.
Mhm.
And then New SW won for Help Me on Music Bank last Friday. So
Yay,
good for
yeah.
them. And then today there was no broadcast of the show because of all the end of the year festivities going on. So that was the week of awards. But let's get into our main topic. So this is our 2019 K-pop predictions and wish list. But before we get into that, there's a disclaimer that these are all completely random. They're not going to follow any kind of structured order. This
Yeah.
is not extensive, so we're not going to be covering everything. And this is our own opinions. So please don't hate too much. This is just what we think is going to happen and what we would like to happen.
Mhm.
So I think the way we should do this is we'll go around. I'll make one prediction or wish list comment, and then you guys can comment on what I think or what you think about the topic.
Sounds good.
So my first one, I think this is a big one. So there will be many post 101 groups and debuts. I think that's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be like the story of next year.
Yep.
I think specifically Kang Daniel, Ong, and Jaehwan will make solo debuts, and they'll all be pretty successful. I think Lai Kwai Lin is going to leave Cube and go to China and never come back and become a megastar there. I think out of everything
Really?
that's going to happen, Kang Daniel or the brand new music group that will form at the end will be the most successful next year. But I also think that Hotshot and Newest, when they get their members back, will also gain a lot of momentum going forward. So do y'all have any comments about one-on-one stuff?
I mean, I feel like I agree about Jaehwan going solo. I don't know about Kang Daniel. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like he fits more of like a group.
I
I
feel
don't
you on
know
that.
how he would do solo.
My reasoning for this was because I don't think that so he's at MMO Entertainment, right?
Yeah.
They don't got a good history of having groups.
Yeah.
Wait, what's their only group is Intuit, right? Yeah. From who debuted in 2017, and honestly they're not that notable. And I also feel because Kang Daniel made 101 with also Jisung, who's also from MMO.
Yeah.
I think Jisung's going straight to the army, he said. So
Oh, really?
that's why I think if Kang Daniel's gonna get like keep his momentum going after 101, he'd have to go solo. with like a. But I don't think he's good enough rapper to do it. That's why I'm confused.
See, I don't know what his style would be. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think, like picturing.
But I definitely think Jaehwan will go solo,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Mm.
I support that.
And because he was independent going in, so he's pretty much free to do whatever he wants. And
Yeah.
I also think Ong will probably go solo. That was the other solo person I could see happening.
With all these, here's the thing. It sounds like there's gonna be a lot of solo movement. Ong, Jaewon, Kang Daniel, Jisung is gonna eventually
Maybe
be a
even
solo,
Park
like
Ji-hoon.
Wonlin.
Park Ji-hoon.
Where's Jihoon from?
He is from Maru.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's
You know who's at Maru? Norazo.
Oh my god.
Norazo's there, and then Khan, the thing with Yoona Kim. That's like pretty much it at that company.
Okay, see, yeah, most of these companies sound pretty weak, and
They're small.
that's kind of sad. Like, I don't see a bright future out of this.
Do you think it's gonna be similar to like a post IOI thing?
Yeah.
I also thought that could be a problem, but my logic is that 101 was clearly more successful than IOI was during their run.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because they're males and we're in a male dominated market, I think they have a better shot.
Hmm.
I mean, at the same time, kind of piggybacking off of what you said, a key difference between 101 and IOI is that IOI relied a lot on popular fandoms, as in like the like normal people fandoms, and
Mhm.
101 relies a lot more on their hardcore fandom.
Yes.
So I do feel like they're not gonna go away immediately, as IOI members did.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I do feel like if you're splitting up a fandom into 11 different like stems, it's not gonna be like
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll definitely be. I don't want to call it casualties, but there'll be people who don't make it that big because that's just how it's going to be, honestly. But let's move on for that. That was my first prediction. Anita, what's a prediction you got?
Well, I don't have a lot, but I have like three big ones that I kind of thought of recently. So I recently got into the YG survival show.
Oh, you're watching that
Treasure
shit?
Box.
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah, I watched some of that.
that has like 25-30 million views for the first 3 episodes or something. It's crazy.
Damn.
Are you digging it, Anita?
Yeah. Well, I have conflicting feelings.
Oh shit.
Okay, let us know.
Because-
Lay
Let us
'em
know.
out.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, well, the thing is, okay, so of course all the boys in the show are super talented. They're all super young. But I just don't know how YG is gonna manage to like organize them in a way that they will all get to debut or they will all be pretty successful because it's on doing one top group, right? So
Mhm.
the treasure team, right, that he's forming right now. The contestants, the trainees are competing to get a spot on, but I don't know. There's just so many of them that are really talented and they're really young. So I don't know how he's gonna do it. And I think that he's gonna pull another Who Is Next and do multiple groups at the same time, or at least really
God.
close together.
So there's 32 kids, right? I think on that show. Because there's 4 teams. There's one
Yeah.
29.
29.
29,
Okay.
28.
So Bang Ye-dam is like the only kid I know because he's
Yes.
pretty famous in the scene, and obviously he's fantastic. But
Mhm.
I definitely agree because like from what I've read, I haven't seen the episodes, but I read the level of talent is very high among the kids.
Mhm.
So high that even some of the average kids could be in groups, right? Like, so
Yeah.
they have an issue of what they're gonna do with all their kids.
Mhm.
So you think multiple groups are gonna come out of that? That's your prediction?
And honestly, he will not be doing only one group. I cannot see that happening.
Like, I think at the minimum, maybe 1 Japanese group and 2 Korean. That would be my guess.
That's a
Yeah, I
lot.
mean, I feel like that's what people about three groups.
Yeah, and I think he definitely has set it up to have one Japanese group. I think that's pretty obvious at this
Mm-hmm.
point. But man, I guess they need more people at that company because that's a lot of things to manage. But wow.
It is. And I guess one of the, I guess, conflicting factors of this whole show is that a lot of people are saying how the first team that was introduced, Team A,
Mhm.
was pretty much set to debut, and
Okay.
people just don't know why YG hasn't. This show is just more to get attention, to get
Mhm.
more drama. I guess make the trainees that are in YG currently, but are probably not like they weren't like set to debut yet.
Mhm.
Just so they could get attention and maybe like
So,
hype.
do you feel bad for like the lower kids because it's like pretty obvious who's gonna win the show? Or
I I mean I feel bad for Team A, for the team that was pretty
okay, I
much
see.
set to debut.
Yeah, that's kind of like crappy because it's like you know you were gonna debut, and then he's like, "Well, let's throw you on the competition show."
Yep,
Even
that's
though we should
basically
have
how
just
it's.
debuted you, and if for some reason you have like a bad month, maybe you won't debut, right? It's like taking stuff
Yeah,
away.
There's a kid
yeah,
named
yeah.
Imidam. Is that a kid?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's dropping the show at episode 3 apparently.
Yeah,
And he's on
he
Group A.
dropped.
Yeah.
Interesting. But all right, that's an interesting prediction that there's going to be lots of YG action because
Mm-hmm.
that ties into one of my predictions, but we could talk about that later. So Warren, what's one of your predictions?
Since we're talking about YG, I'm gonna piggyback off of that and talk about my predictions of YG. So
Okay.
for I have two predictions about YG. Well, two big ones, and one of it is with Blackpink. So
Mm-hmm.
Blackpink, YG, yeah, YG promised us that all four members are going to have a solo debut in the future before leading up to a group comeback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
See, my prediction is that this treasure box thing, too much. It's too much on their hands right now. Icon and winner, they're obviously gonna come back. They've been hella successful this year. So Blackpink, sadly, not. I'm going to bet that all three of them are gonna take hella long to do their solo things, and I think one of them or one or two of them might not even happen next year. I think it might go into 2020.
Okay.
Wow.
And then
Wow.
Blackpink group thing is like, it's not gonna happen in 2019.
If Blackpink does not release a group song in 2019, it will be like the end of them. Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel.
I feel especially at this point right now,
Yeah.
with like the controversy that's going on with Jennie in her solo activities, I don't know if they should wait that long. I mean, it's
If
not up to them, right? But
if she gets another solo song before they do the actual Blackpink group,
Oh,
it's like
no.
essentially over for me with them. Like I think they're so screwed if that happens.
Now, seeing their past with 21 and how sparse their comebacks were, I do feel like they'll be mildly successful if they come back as a group in 2020.
But still,
but
way
still,
to kill the
yeah.
momentum after do, right?
Mm.
But okay, that was a good prediction. Let me go with a happier one. So this is a BTS prediction. BTS prediction. I think that based on the success of the City Field concerts, I think BTS will embark on a world stadium tour sometime during 2019. Like outdoor stadium, like 60,000 people at each of the stops.
Damn.
wow, it's possible. Yeah.
I think that City Field was more or less a test to see if they could do it. And the City Field officials wanted them to do 2 dates, but they couldn't because of time restrictions. Now, because of this, I think Big Hit will do it like a stadium tour this coming year. And it will really establish that because YG's kind of floundering right now, it will solidify the fact that there's a big four. Because I think Big Hit will do this. And also, I think that their new rookie group for the guys will be super successful as well. So it really solidify that there's now a big four.
Huh. This directly contradicts my prediction for
Oh,
Big Hit next year.
Okay.
I think BTS will, yeah, they can go under stadium tour. I completely see that happening. But for one thing, I think BTS's popularity is gonna drastically drop in Korea. Cause
So you think it's gonna drop in Korea, but what about international?
internationally, it's gonna keep blowing up. I don't see that
Okay.
going away anytime soon. But just knowing how fast Korean culture moves along from things, it's gonna move on like so quick that we're not even gonna see it coming.
Really?
Internationally,
I think-
trends move a lot slower, so I don't see that going away.
I
anytime
think
soon.
they got a good like 2 years more for Korea
Yeah.
domestic stuff.
Oh no,
before
no.
They
I don't think they're gonna go away in Korea. I
No, no,
think
but
they'll
I-
just
I
be less popular
really okay. So you think they've like peaked this year?
in Korea, at least. Yeah, not internationally, but within the peninsula. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. As someone who's like the most Korean out of all of us, it's an interesting take that you're making there. But we'll have to see because right now the hype train is pretty much unstoppable internationally, at least.
Oh.
But it's one of those things that
Yeah.
sometimes once things blow up outside of Korea, Koreans within Korea get a little cold to it.
Yeah, that's
you
the
know what
thing.
I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like kimchi. But another thing, with Big in Entertainment, their new boy group, I don't think it'll be big.
Really?
I don't
I think it's
it'll
gonna be
big.
hard.
They got
Okay, so
look at how big their shoes they gotta fill. It's like fucking the ocean over here. They gotta fill in that shoes. Like it's crazy. It's not gonna work.
all right, let me bounce off of that real quick. Another one of my predictions was the big hit new group will win Rookie of the Year for males. That's one of my predictions. And I think a close second to them will be one of the groups out of Jewelry Box, right? For guys.
Uh-huh.
And
It's gonna be
for-
the competition.
Yes, for girl groups, I think the new JYP group that's pretty much assured at this point will be Rookie of the Year for females.
Mm-hmm.
So those are other predictions I made. But man, you don't think the big hit group will be successful?
I
Wow.
don't think so. Here's the thing: BTS international fandom isn't really. I mean, lots of people are. Lots of people definitely are. But a lot of the casual fans of BTS who are driving the BTS success right now internationally, I don't think they're gonna support Big Hit's new group because
Really?
Really?
Wow. Look, we're
I
K-pop
would
fans.
think it'd be the
We're K-pop
opposite.
fans. We're K-pop fans. We're different. But like, let's say for example, my one friend in class who's like, "Oh yeah, I like BTS. I like to go to their concerts." That girl who's not listened to anything outside BTS within K-pop doesn't really understand.
Okay.
Doesn't really
But
understand
I
how.
think she'll be like, "Ooh, this is BTS's brother group. Let me check it
Yeah.
out." At least for the first song. That's what I think.
I mean, I just don't see that happening. Just with more of the casual people, which right now internationally BTS has a fuck ton of. That's just how I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make one more take, and then I'll let Anita go. So, I think IZ*ONE and Yeoja Idol become top tier girl groups next year. Now, I
partially
think
agree.
I don't think they'll be at a level of Twice, Red Velvet, Blackpink. I think they'll still be the defined top three, but I think that they'll be around the level of a Yeoja Chingo or a Mamamoo in terms of being top tier.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's very realistic.
Possible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very realistic.
As long as they don't like crap the bed, like this is pretty much my like guarantee. Like I think, especially judging on the success from this year, because both of those groups, IZ*ONE and Yeoja, I'm an IZ*ONE fan, so I'm biased on that. But Yeoja Idol, I think, also is an incredible group, a lot of potential, and I could definitely see both of them riding their momentum into next year and becoming top tier officially.
Can I make a small prediction about IZ*ONE?
I know, go.
I think I don't know about Japan, all right, but I think in Korea they're gonna have two comebacks. One sometime around May and another sometime around
In the
August
fall.
or so. Yeah. I think the second one is gonna do good, and I think the third one is gonna do. I hope the third one does well.
Wait.
Why do I think the second one isn't gonna do well?
Oh, is it going to do well? Okay.
The second one is not going to do well.
Really? Why?
But the third one is, I hope it does well. Second one, I don't think it will do well because largely it's gut feeling. It's just I get the intuition.
Really?
Just
Mm.
I feel like
okay.
continue on.
One more thing. Logically speaking, La Vie en Rose was a great song. It was a great song.
Mm-hmm.
Groups that start off with a bang, either just completely go up the hype train or dip a little bit. Think of Priston.
Okay.
You see what I
I
mean?
see you.
Yeah.
I see you. But I think that off the record, which is their record label, I think they know what they're doing. They seem to be doing really well. And I hope they come out with Rumor 2.0, the equivalent of that, with their second song right before the summer. And I think if they do that, a song as good as Rumor, like a Moonbathon song, and I think it'll blow up.
See that's kind of partially the reason why I don't think second single's gonna do well, because IZ*ONE as a group doesn't really have like a unifying concept. They don't have their color, you know what I mean? Like Lavia and Rose somehow mixed everything in. It's got cutesy, it's got sexy, it's got mature, it's got everything, right? How
Damn,
often
the album's called Colorized, bro. They got colors.
they got fucked ton of colors. But how often do you see those multitudes of concepts mixed well? Like that's that's something we gotta talk about.
We'll see.
Like I can't imagine Sakura doing like Rumor over here. I just can't
I couldn't imagine at the beginning of Produce 48. I couldn't imagine Sakura even doing a Lavi and Rose type song, and now she's doing it, and it's fine.
That's also true.
So
I might be wrong.
That's my hot. But Anita, hit us with one of your predictions.
Kind of in the same topic. I was thinking about the Produce 101 season that's gonna come up next year, the guy season, right? And I'm just wondering how they're gonna make it different, because obviously it's the second time they have the guys compete, and with the girls they made it a collaboration with AKB48. So I think the law would be to just make it more international.
Really?
How they're gonna do it, I don't know, but I feel like they're gonna have
mixed kids up in there.
I don't know, like maybe like
China,
America.
what? Like that. Like I feel like they would have auditions outside of Korea,
like
or
a global thing.
yeah, something along those lines.
Yo, what if they do like open like auditions? Like they'll be like, oh, anyone in the world can apply to be a part of.
Imagine if they do anyone can apply and they release like the song you have to perform at the audition on the internet? This would be a phenomenon.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Yeah,
In
I
terms
feel
of
like they.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
in terms of like logistics, that would be such a smart move because of the success of BTS, where everyone's into K-pop right now. If they're like, you could be a K-pop idol, right? Oh my god,
You could be the next BTS.
it's like you could be the next BTS. Just be under the age of 22 and apply and learn this dance pretty well and perform it really well.
And be really good looking.
I know that would be like the disclaimer, but I think that would be really interesting, honestly. I like that. Oh, if that happens, I'll be so into season 4.
Doug, you should apply if you could for next season.
Oh no, I'm a grandpa over here. It ain't happening.
Yo,
I ain't about that life anymore.
Eunbi made it. Eunbi made it. Yo.
Dude, Eunbi's like a good 3 to 4 years younger than me, so let's not talk about this.
Nah, it's okay. You can do it. I believe in you. I'll apply with you if you apply.
All right, so my next one, it's sort of related to 101. I think because 101's leaving, I think their space in the scene will be occupied by Monsta X.
Really?
I think this is the year Monsta X becomes truly a top tier male group, like at the top.
About time.
I think it's about time, and I think it's well deserved.
Yeah.
I think if they come out with one more shootout type song, it's over. Like they're gonna be top tier with like EXO and BTS. Well, obviously not BTS level, but like in the same range of group. Yeah, that's one of my predictions because I think they've built a lot of momentum going into this year, and I think Starship is like they know that 101's leaving, and there's some spots to be filled.
I don't think it's likely, but I think it's possible.
Okay, Warren, hit us. Oh, go.
Here's my hot take again. I'm doing a lot of hot takes today. I'm very pessimistic, y'all.
Especially on the guy groups. You reckon them today.
I reckon them. All right. Monsta X. I really think they have a lot of things going for them right now. They're great. It's awesome. Only problem that's kind of holding them back, or is going to hold them back, is that the group's kind of old. Next year is what, the 4th year in?
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
Knowing, like image consumption is a key part of success in Korea. They've already consumed a lot of their image.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everyone's kind of everyone kind of knows who Monster X is now, and they have like this image of Monster X. Like, it's the idea that once you're in the game for too long and you don't make it, it's difficult to make it.
Do you think it's more likely that Stray Kids or NCT takes up the 101 spot?
I think it's way more likely that NCT is going to take it.
Okay.
Like I imagine NCT becoming the next EXO.
Wow.
Well,
So you think next year's like the critical year for NCT to take over?
Yeah, and I if they keep pulling out what they're pulling out, I think they're gonna be it.
Anita, hit us with either your opinion or another prediction. You have an NCT prediction.
yeah, I do.
Lay it on.
So,
What is this?
I mean, there's been pretty much like it's not solidified, but it's pretty sure that there's gonna be a China unit coming out from NCT.
아야 쫑꼬.
I think the unit name right now, I don't know if it's is it official? It's Vision. NCT Vision. And so I guess my prediction is more as far as like the lineup.
Okay.
Yeah, so the lineup, I think people are speculating is going to have 10 Win-Win, Lucas, and then the newer Chinese members that were introduced through the SM Town YouTube channel. I think it's Henry, Yang Yang, and Xiaojin. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but
Okay.
so it's three of them that have not had any interaction as far as producing anything or being in a group, but I think I mentioned Lucas. Yeah, so I'm nervous about this because SM doesn't have a good track record with like Chinese units.
No shit.
So I'm really worried that it like they will have this unit and it will be good, but I don't know if it will continue to be something that SM invests time into, or like if it's gonna be a one-time thing and then they'll move on to a different unit. Because I don't know, I feel like NCT want to the big group right now compared to all the other units they've had for a while. So I'm just worried about the unit as a whole. But I also predict that they're and do like a their show is called NCT Life, so they're gonna have like a little reality show with this group. But yeah, I don't know how the promotion is gonna go.
So you're cautiously optimistic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I see also here you want Mark to rest, even though that's not a
Yes.
prediction. But that's just your opinion.
Please.
I completely agree with that. That kid was, I think, the most overworked person in K-pop last year.
Yes.
But
I don't like.
with
Is that,
him leaving Dream, he probably will get some time off.
is that
Yeah,
name
yeah.
confirmed? NCT Vision.
SM registered it as something.
Yeah. It's
That-
been around. I think it is.
See, when someone says NCT Vision, I just straight up think of Marvel Vision.
Oh.
All right.
I just think it's a bad name. But I mean, here's the thing, right? China's a huge market. China's a fucking huge market.
yeah,
We
yeah.
all know this. K-pop it's fucking huge in China. Ni hao, everybody over there in China, right? Like, come on. Like, if SM is smart enough and if they've learned anything from Super Junior M, I think it's gonna be fucking big.
And EXO.
Yeah.
Oh right,
But-
EXO too. Why did I forget about EXO? What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right. Let me talk about some girl groups now. Finally. Okay. These are the groups that I think this is their make or break year. By make or break year, I mean either they will remain like relevant or they will fade away over time.
Oh, okay.
I think this is like critical years. So the girls the girl groups in low high tier, I have 여자친구 and Momoland. I think this is the most critical year for both of those groups.
Mm.
I think that 여자친구 has been struggling with their identity lately in general.
Yeah.
And I think Momoland's been doing like the same song the past couple of songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think for both of those groups, it's very critical that they have good years. My mid-high tier groups, these are the groups that are competing to rise into the low high tier finally. I got 우주소녀, Lovelyz, and Pristin. Those are the three groups that need to make some moves next year.
Mm.
And here's a hot take for y'all. 우주소녀, China Line, they all leave the group next year is my prediction.
Mm.
With the bad track record of Chinese people in K-pop so far,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be.
And then lastly, so these are definitely solid mid-tier groups. I think Laboom, if they don't make it now, it's over. And I think CLC is in trouble with the rise of Yeoja Idol. They need to have a good year.
Right. Yeah.
If they get any chances, if they do.
Yeah, that if they get any chance,
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. And then lastly, I think there will be though a giant battle in the mid-tier to try to establish yourself. So I'm talking CLC, Laboom, April, Daya, Dreamcatcher, Wakey Makey, Gudan from S9. They're all going to be battling really hard next year.
Oh, wow.
You should put Pristin in the mix as well.
Oh yeah, honestly, Pristin's there. I would say
Yeah.
like
They're not
if
high
we were talking
mid-tier.
about Pristin at the beginning of last year, they would have been a higher tier. But now that they really
Yeah.
didn't do much, they're probably in that battle as well.
Mm.
Now, okay, I didn't pick which groups I think are gonna make it out of this, but let me do that right now. Then I think From S9 will make it out of that group.
That's because you're a fan.
No, I just think they're going to. And then, man, I think then the other one that will probably make it is either between Wakey Makey or Gugudan. I just feel one of them will establish themselves next year.
Mm.
I'm gonna make a different prediction about this topic. I think none of these groups are gonna make it past.
Oh my
mid-tier.
god. Okay.
But
wow.
But the one group you didn't mention so far in this flood of girl groups that I think will make it is Luna.
Oh, yes.
wow, I
Luna.
forgot about Luna. Oh my
I
goodness.
love Luna. Yes, they will make it.
Yes,
Luna-
yes,
I
you're
think
right.
Luna's
You're
gonna
right.
make it, yeah.
You're right. I think okay. I'll scratch that. I think the best shot is probably Luna or From S9. Honestly.
Hey, y'all agree with me finally?
Yeah, dude. No, yeah, you're right. Luna. Wow, I can't believe I forgot about that. And I also feel that Gongwon Sonya will have a decent year again.
Mm.
A surprisingly good year.
I think prediction for 2020. If Gongwon Sonya does decent next year, I think they have a chance to do really well in 2020.
I think if Gongwon Sonyo teaches Korean really well to what's her name, the androgynous member.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Let me find her name.
The Japanese girl.
Mm.
1 second. I'm looking at their profile here. Oh, Mia.
Mia, yes.
I think if they teach that girl Korean and she can speak well and is personable, she could be like a thing in Korea, like a viral thing, because she's really charismatic, I'll say. But Warren, do you got anything else to say about girl groups in terms of predictions, at least?
I largely agree with a lot of the things you're saying. I was gonna talk about Gongwon Sonya. You mentioned that. I think G-Friend's gonna just disappear.
Really?
I think it's kind of done for them.
I think they definitely have to change it up. Maybe do another. What was that one
Fingertip?
song? The fingertip. They have to do something like that to have a shot, I think.
I think whatever they do at this point, it's just
Really?
done.
Wow.
But that's my minor prediction. My big prediction is about Twice. All right, we haven't talked about Twice today somehow. I think Twice is gonna focus more on Japan. I think
In general?
next year, I think next year is the year they're gonna have more comebacks in Japan than Korea. BDZ was financially a huge success, and BTS proved that Japan is financially such a viable market, even with all the political shit going on.
Do you think this is a strategic move in order to give the new girl group some space?
I was thinking
I
that.
I was also thinking that as well, which makes perfect sense. So I think that's
I
gonna
think
be a
that's
thing.
that's very likely to happen, actually.
And also, I think probably not the next comeback, because I think JYP is too much, like too weak to make this drastic of a change. But in the second comeback, of next year. I think they'll have 2 comebacks in Korea next year. Their second comeback in Korea next year is going to be a very drastic image change.
For Twice.
Twice, yeah. It's
In what
about
way?
You think
fucking
this
time
is
it happened.
their? You think this is their what
Devil
song?
Run.
Run Devil Run.
I fucking hope it's their Run Devil Run. I do.
That's in my wish list, but I agree with you. I think this is about the time where they pivot really hard so that the new group can do cutesy and they can do more mature things.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like earlier in from like episode 1, I was always like, "Yo, like Twice, it's time they fucking change their concept." I kind of see why they didn't now because they're also focusing on Japan, so they're kind of spreading themselves too thin and they don't want to make many big risks, and they're planning very far ahead in the future right now. I think it's time next year. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's good that they waited. I believe JYP. I think it'll happen. Go Twice. 1 in a million. 안녕하세요. Twice입니다. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, so Warren, I look in. So me and Anita have no more predictions, but you think Moonbathon and you think electro-based hip hop / hipster hip hop will be big next year. Give us some.
Yeah, okay, so I'm talking about big trends in general, right? Just big trends about K-pop. So this year we saw Moonbathon become more and more of a thing.
Rumor. Sorry.
Yeah, Rumor kind of proved that there's this market out here for a new kind of type of girl crush that doesn't rely on hip hop, because hip hop is on the way out, right?
Yeah.
It's on the fucking way out. It's just what it is. So Moonbathon's this new alternative girl crush. You know, it's gonna be big. I fucking hate it, but it's gonna happen. Whatever. The other thing is I don't really know what to call it, but the stuff NCT's been doing, you know, like hip hop with high kind of production value, big strong reliance on electronic music. A lot of what NCT's been doing.
Yep.
You know, earlier what I said about what's their uptension, that kind of stuff. You know, this year, what's his name? You know, when K-pop does pull a lot from the underground market, the underground hip hop market a lot. And this year in hip hop, we saw a big rise of hipster and minor kind of electronic based rap music. A lot of what, like, you know, like what's his name, Kid Millie's been doing.
Yep.
I think that's gonna be big next year. NCT leading it, obviously. I think it's gonna happen all over the fucking place.
That coincides with your prediction that they'll blow up next year.
Yeah.
But lastly, Warren, hit us with your rundown real quick of the solo artist stuff going on. What are your predictions, real quick?
I just give a couple, you know, lists. GOT7 is gonna have some solo action. I don't know who.
Okay.
I just think it'll happen. Knowing, you know, JYP, I think it'll happen. I think Taeyeon's not gonna have any solo comebacks next year.
Wow.
Leading up to this year, SM had to give Taeyeon a bunch of solos because they need Taeyeon to re-sign with SM. She's signed again. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen for a while. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Chonsomi, I think her debut is gonna be mediocre as fuck.
I disagree with that though. I think it's gonna be humongous. Keep going.
I think it'll be really popular, but I fucking hate what Teddy's been putting out nowadays with Choice 37. Not a big fan. I think it'll be mediocre. Zico. I think Zico is gonna create a new label. Alone.
I could see that happening.
Him alone.
Him alone.
It's gonna be him. I think it'll start as him alone, and then he'll like bring in his friends. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
And this is less K-pop and more J-pop, but I think Jury's gonna make it to Kami 7.
I really hope that won't happen. I think Judy. Okay, here's my take on AKB. I think Judy's gonna make Kami 7, and I think Shitao Mio will make Senbatsu. Those are my take. But okay, so let's move on to our wish list now. So these are more random, right? These are just like random things we want to happen in the scene. So let's just go real quick through these. All right, so here's one of mine. I think my wish list is for Choa to return as a solo artist.
Oh.
That's not gonna happen. Come on.
But that's on my wish list, so in my mind it can happen. All right, Anita, what's a wish list thing for you?
Well, I guess on the same note, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I wish it happens. It's Minho having a solo because he's the only shiny member that hasn't had a solo yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope he trolls and does a completely rap solo.
No, I don't think he will. He will definitely not.
My name is Minho.
All right, Warren, hit us with one of your wish lists.
The Cosmic Girls. successful comeback. I hope they win like 7 awards.
Wow. Okay, I like that.
Wow.
I like that. Here's other ones for me. More generic. I hope that a lot more Gen 3/3.5 girl groups take some risks next year. Do more
Mhm.
girl crush concepts. I'm talking to you twice in Yojichingu. This is your time to do that. I got two ones out of Pledis real quick. One of them is I have a wish list that Pledis makes a girl group with Hyunjin and Gaeun from Produce 48.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of them.
That'd
And
be
my other
nice.
one from Pledis is that Pledis gives Orange Caramel one more song.
Oh yes.
Nah, fuck Pledis.
Alright.
That ain't happening.
All right, Anita, give us some.
Yeah. Okay, my wish list, rest of my wish list is for the boys to win something. Something.
I think it could
And
happen.
then, yeah, I think they're good. I don't know. It's about time. They should win something. And then I guess just comebacks in general. I want Sia Junsu because he just came back from the army. I think he should come back with an album or something. Um, and Dean, it's been a while. He should come back with something too.
Oh, fuck
And
Dean.
Infinite.
Infinite has
Yeah.
to come back before they all have to go to the army.
Yes,
honestly.
I mean Sungyu already left, but
Damn.
I feel like they need another big comeback.
All right, here's one more hot take. The hottest of the take. I want FX to get a song. God damn it.
Oh yes.
I don't think it's gonna
FX.
happen though, but I really
Yeah.
want them to get one more song, please, for nostalgia.
Mhm.
Also, banking off of what Warren said, I think I want the true emergence of Uji Sonya next year. I really hope. I hope we can record next year around this time. That like, man, I can't believe it actually happened. Uji Sonya won like 5 awards this year.
Can you guys believe Uju Sonya won Song of the Year, guys? I just can't
All
believe
right,
it.
not that far, bro. Not that far. All right, Warren, hit us with a couple of years.
I think a lot of my predictions, or I mean my wish list, y'all have already mentioned, but I have one final thing to say that I think is kind of wholesome, and I really really want to happen, and I think all of you guys can agree on. A lot of the groups nowadays, they're 3-4 years in, 4 or 5 years in. It's midway through their 7-year careers. It's about the time where they start making mistakes in their career, saying dumb shit, doing dumb shit,
Dating scandals,
dating
that kind of
scandals. They say some dumb shit on camera, or like Jenny's, like controversy that's going on right now. It's about when all this happens. I hope that doesn't happen to your favorite idols. I hope it doesn't happen to anyone.
Oh yeah.
I hope everyone's
agree.
smart and doesn't make any dumb fucking mistakes.
Uneventful year in
I
that
don't-
sense, please.
Yes.
I hope everyone stays healthy, no car accidents.
Yeah.
Yes.
No scandals.
And as an Eyes One fan, I hope they don't overwork them too hard, balancing Japan and Korea, that kind of thing.
I wish Judy.
I
was
rather
happy
them
next
not
year.
come back as much. Like if they could be happier and healthier, honestly, as a fan. But I think we've covered like everything, right? Yeah, I think
Yep.
we're good. Man, this was a good topic. I like all of the stuff we said. It was hella interesting. But let's move on to news. I don't know why the last 3 weeks have been so news packed, but let me run through some of
Oh my
this.
God.
Goddamn. First one, 33 Golden Disc Awards excludes online voting in select categories for fairness. So it's the big awards. So your Bon Songs, Day Songs, and your Best New Artist categories, they're not going to have any online voting because I think the recent trend has been that a lot of the online voting has been manipulated by people making fake accounts and stuff. So I think it's good that they're taking a stand on that. Let's see. Blackpink Jennie tops real-time search in China for her lazy performance at an event. It happened again, y'all. Like, this one was even worse because she was supposed to go down because I think Rose went down on the other side and she just stood there and it was a bad look.
Aigo.
Next one, Mama 2018 asked viewers to expect a vocal collaboration between 101 and Mamamoo in Japan. That should be cool.
They ask viewers to expect.
Expect, so they're like, get hyped for it. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
So also there's going to be some performances in the Japan one by Twice, 101, Mamamoo, Monster X, Eyes One. We don't know what kind of like groupings they're going to do, but it should be cool.
Is AKB gonna be on it?
I believe so.
Judy!
All right, so fans speculate if the name of JYP's new girl group is ITZY, ITZY, because they put out a trademark for that name in a similar fashion that they have their other major groups. So pretty much everyone thinks that's going to be the new group. ITZY.
What if
Itsy
it's
Bitsy Spider?
What if it's Itzai?
Huh?
ITZY?
Itzai, because ZY, you know,
Yeah.
like Itzai.
I hope not.
It's a horrible name.
Some NCT news. So NCT Dream members tear up at Mark's last performance with the group. It was pretty sad. And one thing he said was, "It's sad, but this could be a good thing for everyone. So let's think in a positive light, even if we cry. Thank you so much. I don't want to cry, but." And then he thanked. I don't know how to pronounce their fan club.
NCTzens.
Yeah,
And cities and citizens and citizens.
and citizens, I think, for making everything
Really?
possible. All right, so I got 2 BTS news. First one, they become the fastest act to surpass 10 million album sales in Gaon history.
Wow.
They broke all the
Wow.
records held by EXO. And then lastly, BTS's "Love Yourself" Tear gets a nomination for the 2019 Grammy Awards.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I heard.
For the
So
Grammys?
it's a weird category. It's best record package.
Oh,
I think is it literally for packaging? I'm not that sure, but
that's what it sounds like.
I don't know. But we know K-pop albums have the best packaging ever, so that could be
Yeah.
something. All right, so next I'm gonna go through some lineups. So this is the Gayo Daejeon lineup. We got Red Velvet, Blackpink, Twice, BtoB, Yeojachingu, NCT, Momoland, Winner, 17, Monsta X, Sunmi, A-Pink, Mamamoo, GOT7, iKON, 101, EXO, BTS. Everyone's coming out.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit.
This is, I think, the first end of the year. So pretty much we're in end of the year award season, but there are also shows which are just performances. Pretty much, this is one of them, Gayo Daejeon, and they pretty much got all the top tier groups to come out to this. It's gonna be
all
lit.
there. Wow.
Also, there's another one called Gayo de Chukje, which is another one of the end of the year concerts, and this one has less groups, but they allowed them to perform more songs, I believe. So it's BTS, BtoB, A-Pink, Red Velvet, Yeojachingu, 17, 101, Sunmi, Chungha, Oh My Girl, Yeoja Idol, Hwang Chiyeol, and Norazo. Norazo's a weird addition.
Hey,
We'll
너라서
see.
사이다.
And then lastly, Mama's still going on. So we'll talk about that next week because we got still 2 more days of Mama to go. So we'll cover that next week. And then upcoming releases for the following week, 2 humongous ones. Tomorrow on December 12th, Wednesday, we have Twice coming back.
Yep.
So they're not going to actively promote the song, but we are getting a music video. And I think a similar thing is going to happen with EXO on Thursday, December 13th.
Yeah.
So it's more or less like a holiday special.
And then next week, our topic is going to be 2018 in review. So we're going to go over the entire 2018, the hot spots, the low spots. We'll talk about it all. So thanks for joining us. This has been SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop. I'm Doug, and I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me. Please download our podcast. Well, they already did because you're listening to it. Subscribe to us. I don't know. Just keep listening. We're really thankful for you all. Shout out to Indonesia again. Y'all are killing it.
Hey, thank you.
See you all next week. Bye.
Bye bye.